Alright everyone, we're doing Andrew Lloyd Webber's Memory from the musical Cats, and very beautiful melody on this. I'm going to turn the keyboard up a little bit. Hopefully it won't distort on the recording, but alright, here we go. B section to the song that will be on www.webpianoteacher.com. If you go to the site, you need to use Firefox as your browser, and you need QuickTime. If the site crashes on you because you're using Internet Explorer, that's why, because you're using Internet Explorer. You need to use Firefox, because the files on the website are MP4 files. They're a lot higher quality than the Flash player, and you got to wait a little bit longer on them to load, but they're much better quality. And you can even save all of the lessons if you have QuickTime Pro, and that way you can save them to your computer and have them forever. So I guess you could sit there and download all, 900 videos that we have so far and have all of them. But anyway, there's some free part 1s on the site that you can kind of test out all of that to make sure it works for you. But let's start with the melody here. Now I played octaves, but I'm going to show you a simple way, just with the single notes, and then I'll show you how to add to it and make it more, fill it out a little more, okay? So let's start with the right hand on a C above middle C, then another C, down to B, back to C, up to D, back to C, down to A. Now back to this C, C, B, C, D, C, G. Okay, that's no big deal. Now let's look at the left hand. And the left hand is going to be our conductor. It's what gives us, it's what directs us, it's what is going to help us with the rhythm on the right hand. Whatever hand has the most notes is the one that's going to conduct, because you have more notes. It's going to be the leader, so to speak. And most of the time that will be the left hand. Now let's start with the chord here. And of course there are always exceptions to that in music. But we're going to start with a C chord. And we're going to have a C below middle C. We're going to go up to E, up to G, and then up to middle C. Now I'm going to put my hand on those 4 keys to start with, and I just go up and down, up and down. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, so this time signature is what we call a compound time signature, which is in, you can think of it, I guess, in 6/8 or 12/8. It's probably in 12/8, I would imagine. But you have groups of 3 notes is what that means, to us. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Bum, 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 bum. All right, and if you'll just keep the left hand in a steady rhythm, and then place the right hand wherever I have a vertical line there, it'll work out. You'll have 1, 2. So, and then we continue on here, and we're going to have change the left hand to an A minor chord. A little bit different voicing though. We're going to have a low A here, up to an E with the middle finger, up to an A with a pointer, up to middle C with a thumb. Now you don't have to reach that. That's something I can barely reach, if reached. So you want to pivot on that middle note, the middle finger note, pivot, and just with your wrist move back and forth. So I had to do that fast. It's all in the wrist, okay? So move that wrist and then move it back. Alright? And put the right hand in with it. We have... And of course you need to go really slow when you're learning it. So this whole bottom line here is going to go... Continuing on, we have an, let's do the right hand. We have an A, F, G, A, G, F, E, and then at the end, E, G, which is a pickup into the next phrase of the song that will be on the website, of course, as I finish it. But let's look at the left hand. We have F down here, up to C, up to F, and then A. Another way you can finger that is do 5, 2, 1, and then cross over with your 2. Bum, 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 bum. But I like doing it this way. Just feels better for me personally. But F, C, F, A. Bum, 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 bum. Put hands together. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And bring out the right hand. Play the left hand softer than the right. More pressure on the right hand fingertips than the left hand. And then we're going to have E here. Left hand's going to go to an E minor. So E, B, E, G, and then back down. E, B, E, G, E, B. Okay? We'll play these together. Okay? And of course on the website, my 50 lessons on learning to play piano, I have teach you about major, minor chords and how chords work together within a key, the language of music, and it's just kind of a roadmap that will help you whenever you're learning to play. Instead of just playing these letters, what I have been going along blindly, you'll be able to actually understand some of it and it'll make sense to you. It's kind of like if I learn the pronunciation of the Spanish language. I can pronounce it and maybe get really good at it, but I never know what I'm saying and what it means. And learning the theory behind it is kind of like learning the language with the meaning behind the words. It's the best way I can describe it. Now what I did at the beginning is I played octaves. So what you can do is play the written note with your thumb and then add the pinky note on the next C up and do that. Now when you play octaves, okay, the technique for octaves, you want to look at your thumb. If you look at your hand, you want to feel the thumb and then measure with the pinky because you can't really look at both fingers. Watch your thumb. And again, it's all in the wrist. Have a higher wrist than normal. And it's like this. Okay? So that's the key for playing octaves. It's all in the wrist, which a lot of things are. Now, what I did also is on the beginning here, if you want to play octaves, and you can add an E here on the C chord, and you have roll it if you want to the right. And you can keep that E here, boom, boom, in the middle if you want to, and then here, play an E again, and all right, now here you can put a C in the middle between that A octave and. Now, on this one, your E octave, you put a G there. Okay, and on the other lessons, I will show you as well how to, embellish that on the part twos and everything. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Talk to you later.